Hey y'all, welcome to Holiday Bullies
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for their
What's going
first
on?
video. So on the screen to the left, we have Mr. Holiday Bullies.
What's going on, everybody?
And then to his lovely right, we have his beautiful wife at Mrs. Holiday Bullies.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
And together they make the perfect team and the perfect match. So, how are y'all doing today?
Doing well. Doing well.
Yeah, doing
Okay.
well on this beautiful Saturday. That's right.
Okay. So, what do y'all want the people to know about you?
Well, we just would like to tell the people who we are. I know they've been waiting on us for a while, so we're finally finna hit the scene. We have a lot going on. You know, we have three children that are, uh, one's an adult, one's in college, and one's in grade school, and they require a lot. But things are slowing down now, so now it is time for us to push the brand, push the business. Holiday Bullies, time to explode.
We
And I
have
think y'all have been
one
doing a
that's in
great job.
high school, one that's in high school, not grade school. She's in the ninth grade.
Wow. Very busy lifestyle. Extremely busy lifestyle. But not only that, y'all go to dog shows and y'all actually show.
Oh yeah,
Correct. Correct. We
yes,
do.
yes. Love to show. We do show both. We show bullies and we show Frenchies. As of right now, we just bred a Frenchie, our Frenchie, Khloe. She's 30 days in, so we should be expecting a big litter from her. That will push us forward. We really need this one to hit.
Right. Okay.
Also, al- also we have uh, an American Bully. She's young and she's new, so she's just hitting the scene, getting her feet wet. We took her to ICBR Nationals where she gained two first place trophies, and she took best 3 to 6 month puppy. So she's off to a good start.
So, congratulations to Miss Karma.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Okay. Okay. Okay, so YouTube family, Facebook family, Instagram family, TT family, the social media network family. We definitely want to give Holiday Bullies a warm welcome to the scene because they're not new to the scene, but this is their first promotional video on their YouTube channel, on their new YouTube channel, and I am glad about it. So I am your co-host today at Miss Dreeks, one fourth of the Roshan Frenchie Breeders. And on your screen, you have the wonderful duo, the military veteran duo of Holiday
Right.
Bullies. And this is a true honor to get to interview them, to peek inside of their lives for a couple of minutes, and to have you guys see what I've been seeing this whole time working with them. Okay, so I have some questions, of course.
Okay.
Okay, so I will throw this one to Mrs. HB because I want to get her feelings about the dog scene because we know that it is normally testosterone driven. We know that.
you. Is it?
But you being a lady, being a wife, let me say that. You being a wife, how has your experience been being on the dog scene, being a breeder, whelping, contacting other breeders, potential clients? Like, what has that been like for you?
In the beginning, it was different. It was very, very different. Um, it was a big adjustment for me. Definitely a big adjustment because I have to do a lot of talking, a lot of networking, and I'm more of a behind the scenes person. Um, the first couple of years we were going to shows. I was really, really behind the scenes, not doing a lot of talking to anybody. I knew a lot of people, but I just wasn't as outspoken as my husband. This year, I decided to do something different. I said that just because he's the more vocal one, I needed to step my game up. I needed people to know who I was as well. So we went to Savannah, Georgia, and I think that's where I kind of stepped up a little bit more, talking and being more vocal, speaking to other breeders, other females. Have a couple of females that I talk to on a consistent basis. Um, yeah, but like I said, going to the shows, very, very different. Very, very different. A lot of males, and you would think that it would be um, smooth sailing. Not so much. Not so much. It's I can see where it could be more. Well, it would be more useful if more female were in the dog game. But I've met a lot of different females, and when I tell you they know frontwards, backwards, sideways. I love to go to dog shows now. I love to go to dog shows now, even if it's just where we have to go and do a turn and burn, which means we go there and turn around and come back. If that means pushing the brand out there, that's something that I'm committed to do. We went to the jungle just a couple weeks ago. Jungle is awesome. The jungle is awesome. I think if anybody gets a chance to go, the first time, just go check it out. Just go check it out. So this was our second year, and this is our first. That was our first show showing our merchandise. I was nervous because a lot of the merchandise I made, so I had my heart was on my sleeve a little bit, but for the most part, did really well. Did really well.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your journey as a wife. Now, Mr. HB, we cut up, we kind of go back and forth a little bit, but that's healthy. It's healthy. And this is my military brother and my military sister. So, our relationship tends to be a little different. So,
Right.
Mr. HB, I feel like the ladies don't get enough credit. A lot of us do work behind the scenes. Some of us are in the front too. But my question to you is, what has it meant to you all of these years for your wife to support you hands down, 10 toes deep in the sand, the mud, come rain, hail, sleet, or snow? She's there for you, with you, by your side, and just available. What has that experience been like for you? Because honestly, some men hide their wives.
You know, it's an honor to work side by side, hand in hand with my wife. Uh, None of this would be possible if it wasn't for her. She is not a dream eraser. She's a dream pusher. You know, if I bring something to her, she always look me in my eye and she tell me, "Listen, if you are serious about this, then let's do it 100%." She doesn't like to do anything, halfway, and I appreciate that about her. You know, I drug her into dogs. I've always had dogs, and she woke up one day and she was like, "Hey, Holiday Bullies is going to take off from this point on." And man, I just from show to show to show, she's there. She's the other half of the engine. You know, the behind the scenes. If it wasn't for her, this train don't go, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah. So all love, uh, kudos. I'm glad she's on my team.
I appreciate
And that's beautiful to see. I feel like we don't see it enough in the dog game. And not to say people are not married, but we need to show ourselves to be unified. So what you guys are showing on and off camera is inspiring to us and very uplifting in our industry. So I want to say thank you.
You're quite
that.
welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, now let's get to the nitty and the gritty. Okay, so we have an upcoming litter coming up, right?
We do. We
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Okay, so I have some questions. Now, are we going to self whelp?
Well, at this point right here, the last letter we wept, and our lives were so hectic. We were in and out, and I think the puppies caught pneumonia, and they started to fade out. With that fading puppy syndrome. So I think this time we're going to pay a whelper to for 3 weeks to get the puppies up, get them moving, and get them going. And I think we're going to take it from there. But in the near future, uh, we're in the process of moving uh, to a new home, and we'll be working our own litters there. We have to be self-sufficient if we're gonna work in this industry.
Okay, so speaking of being self-sufficient, Mrs. HB, I know how important that is to you because you are in school now, and I see that smile. Okay. So there are some things that I might not there are some things that I know about you guys that the public might not know, right? And sometimes it takes other people to see the best in us, but also to pull the best out of us, right? So, what are
Right.
some dreams that you have for HB? What are some goals? What are some aspirations? What are you hoping to do with your degree? Like, what are some things you're hoping to add to the business this year?
Well, this year, um, some of the things I've talked to Chris about. I'm sorry, Mr. HB about for the team is definitely pushing the merch. Got to put the merch out there. Um, Definitely want to be able to whip our own litters successfully. Whip our own litters. Like he stated, we have such a busy lifestyle with the two children that we have that are still in school, and we want to be just as involved with them as we are with the dogs. So, like he said, we're going to be moving. So everything is moving fast. I'm starting school on May 1st, so everything is going to start um, smushing together. Everything is going to start running together. So we have meetings every week. We have a meeting every week about what we have going on, whether it's a dog show, a softball game, football game. We have to write it on the calendar. If we don't write it on the calendar, it'll get overlooked. It'll get overlooked. Um, but we really want to be. My main goal is not to have to depend on anybody else to help push Holiday Bullies to the next level.
Okay, so I want to challenge that idea just quickly, if that's okay. If that's okay.
Okay.
I know in the military we're taught to be self-sufficient, but good community, healthy community is important
Absolutely.
because right, because in the dog game, you will meet a lot of shady people. You know, you might get scammed out of one, two, three, 10,000, 20,000, 45 like us, $45,000. I can laugh
Like
about it
us.
now. I'm done crying. I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said like us. We've been there. We've been there.
Yes. Yes, but
Yeah.
it's so refreshing to meet good people and in mentorship, I tell y'all all of the time that sometimes you can meet a good person that just might not be a good breeder.
Right.
There are some great people, but they're horrible businessmen and women.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
there are some great business minds that just aren't good breeders. They don't have good
Right.
practices.
that's
Right.
right.
So, what we've learned to do, we take the best and we apply it to our business and we purge the worst. But there is definitely strength in numbers. I commend you guys for what you are doing, what you have done. Y'all have so many people who look up to you that y'all don't even know. You
Right.
don't even know how highly people speak of you guys being unified, working together as husband and wife, being dog handlers, going to dog shows, still managing your family at home, dealing with health issues. We don't talk about that in the dog game.
Right.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Because it
We
doesn't
don't.
stop. It doesn't stop.
Right. It will never stop. It will
Mm-mm.
never
It
stop.
doesn't stop.
So this is an open question. So knowing everything that y'all know about your personal life, right? That we keep private for great reasons, we keep it private. But what advice would you give to new and old breeders who might want to give up right now? Who are saying, "Look, I the money I put in, I'm not seeing it coming back. Like it's not making sense. And I'm gonna pass the torch."
Uh, I'll take this one. To the new breeders, you have to get you a mentor. You know, if you don't have a mentor, you're on the road to throwing away a lot of money. Uh, and when I say get you a mentor is not a person that's trying to sell you a dog, it's trying to sell you a puppy. He's one to try to tell you, hey man, that's not it, that's not it, don't do that. And you need to be receptive to uh, what he or she is saying. And to the old breeders that want to throw in the towel, share the knowledge. Don't gatekeep, share the knowledge. Man, it's gonna come back to you tenfold if you share the knowledge and push it out there, and it's just gonna make the community better. You know? So that's the advice that I have to the young and the old breed.
Wow.
I have something for the new breeders. Don't quit. It's definitely not going to be easy. You're not going to see anything the first year, the second year, the third year, or maybe the fourth year. But don't quit. If this is something that you really want to do, even if you have to start over, we've had to start over too many times to count. But if it's something that you really want to do and you put your heart into it, stay the course. Stay the course.
Wow. Okay, so speaking of mentorship and having tenacity and endurance and patience, okay, okay, having a whole lot of patience, whether you are waiting for heat cycles or preparing a stud or getting your house in order, preparing for a new move, a lot of life changes, right? What is, other than faith, because I know you guys are faithful, I know you guys are believers, but other than being rooted and grounded in your faith, what is that one thing that keeps you focused, keeps you intentional, right? um because discernment is big too, but what is that one thing that keeps waking you guys up in the morning when life gets hard?
The love for the dogs. The love for the dogs. You know, even if I wasn't a breeder, I would still have a dog. I'm gonna have a dog till I'm old and gray, till I can barely
Wow.
go. So, I mean, and that's the motivation. I get up every morning to see the dogs, and I mean, and that, of course, you know, it's in this perspective. But you know, once I, you know, say my prayers and get dressed and brush my teeth, man, it's dog time. It's time to see these dogs. Time to go talk. Time to train. Time to do what we gotta do. Put the feed bowls together. You know, mixing this and mixing that, give them vitamins, all that kind of stuff, man. It's motivating. It's heartwarming to see them grow up and be what they're gonna be. You know,
I mean, we've been together 20 plus years, and out of those 20 plus years, we've always had a dog. So it's not something that we can turn on and turn off. We've always had a dog, and we just turned it into a business. He wanted to do it that bad, we just turned it into a business. So I don't foresee us not ever having a dog. So it's like he said, it's the love of the dog.
And that speaks for itself. So if you don't love it, why do it, right?
Why
that's
do
right.
it?
That's
Why
right.
do it?
Right, right.
Because it's not
Because
something where
I'm listening, huh?
because it's not something where you're gonna get a fast, quick, easy payout. It's you have to. It's for the longevity. If you're doing it for the right reasons, you have to be in it for the longevity.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. HB, can you say it one more time, please?
Is the long you have to be in it for the right reasons, because if you're not in it for the longevity, after if you don't take the first cycle, the second cycle, you might as well throw your hands in, because it's gonna be some early mornings, some late nights. So you gotta have the love for the dog.
Let's start there. Love for the dog. Okay. So love what you're doing before you step out and do it, because you can and will lose a whole lot of money litters, even people's dogs that are reserved if you don't know what you're
Absolutely.
doing. Okay. So now I want to switch scenes just slightly and ask some harder questions. Okay. Because I've been seeing a lot online lately, and I'm not sure if y'all have been noticing, but there's a trend now in the dog industry that's a little disturbing. I won't touch too much on it because I'm not one to down anyone's business or how they do their thing, right? But
Okay.
there's a particular trend now that, oh, if I watch one or two videos, I can do what they do. I could just go put some dogs in the backyard, let them tie up and then sell my litters for $10,000, $20,000 because I've seen HB do it.
That's right.
Is breeding that easy?
Absolutely not.
So can we
Absolutely.
talk right? Can we please speak to the younger generation? And sometimes young doesn't mean age. Because
Right.
I've seen some seasoned vets too assume that if I breed a Rojo Fluffy to a new Isabella, I can. Can we speak to the new age mindset and generation and explain that just because you imitate or emulate another breeder does not mean that you will get the same results? And I'm not being mean. We're not being mean, but we have to educate the generation.
I'll speak to it. You have to put your time in. You have to put your time in. I can count on one hand how many uh, people or how many breeders I saw to buy dogs and win right out the gate. It's just not a get rich quick scheme. And you're going to lose more than you win. So you have to put your time in. You have to go to shows. You got to go to meet and greets. You have to go where the dogs are. You got to show your product to the people. It's just not, you buy a $10,000 dog, you breed it, and you're like, okay, all these puppies, I done had 10 puppies, so I'm gonna sell them for 10,000. I'm gonna make 100,000. It does not work that way. You know, I have, I got, I'm a barber on the side, uh, and I got into barbering, and I did well the first year. So they kind of gave me a false reading when they said that it takes 3 years to see a uh, game. Okay, then I got into dogs, and I saw where the 3 year thing, where the 3 year process is. It showed up. It showed its head. So uh, it just does. It's not a get rich quick scheme when you're messing with animals. When you're messing with dogs, you got to put your time
Right. And Mrs. HB, how do you feel about the saying that the closest thing to life is death? When that mama is on that table, whether she is having a C-section or a natural birth, you being a lady and a mother, the closest thing to life is death. The closest thing to a mom giving birth is losing that thing she's carried. So how do y'all feel about loss? Have y'all encountered any loss? What can you say to people who have lost dogs, lost puppies? We've lost whole litters.
Losing. We've lost puppies. We've lost just recently. We took a big loss. We took two big losses. One that we've only spoken of. Our Fluffy Frenchie, KashApp. He was a dual champion. Um, and we were getting ready to take him to the jungle this year. Um, Tough. Losses are tough. Losses are tough, but just like anything else, we already know that just like the puppies come, the dogs go. Um, it's easy for people to say, don't get attached, don't get attached. But when you deal with a dog 24/7, how can you not get attached? Um, a lot of people refer to their dogs as their children. I mean, we have several outside of our children. Our dogs are the next thing to our children, and if anything happens to them, it's the function shut down. They shut down. It hurts, but You can't let a loss dictate how you continue to run your kennel. If one loss knocks you down and you can't get back up from that, your kennel takes a hit. Kennel takes a hit. And one thing we pride ourselves on is, even though we've taken several losses, we have to continue to be honest with each other and go back to the drawing board. We have the hard conversation. Okay, if this breeding isn't successful, then what happens with Holliday Bullies? Because to be honest, if you're breeding, the objective is to breed. And if we can't have a successful breeding, if we can't show our product, what are we doing?
That's great. Thank you for saying that.
Uh, I'll hit on it a minute. Cash out. I think we were in a great position to take off. We were in a position to soar to new heights. Uh, we had that dog, and uh, he was undefeated in two registries. He had never lost. Um, he was number one in both registries at one time. You have to continue to take him to shows for him to stay number one. He touched number one in every registry we put him in. One time I put him in the show, and we went out there, and the judge gave me best one to two. He gave me best male. He gave me best variety, best breed. He gave me all four ribbons at one time. He was like, "Listen, y'all are not gonna beat him, so there's no need for us to like chase our tails out here." So they gave me all four ribbons at one time. I have never seen that done at a dog show before. So when he passed on us, we went back, we sat down, uh, and this lets us know how important it is to help test the dogs, uh, get the dogs tested, make sure their panel is clear, make sure everything about the dog is A1. You got to get these dogs health tested. So now that's our top priority moving forward, to make sure we have them health tested.
That's great. That's great. I love hearing both the husband's perspective and then the feminine wife's perspective, because it magnifies you guys' comeback story. So thank you for sharing with the public community your loss, but also your lessons, because that's important. A lot of breeders that I've seen, especially the more seasoned breeders, they hide the losses.
That's right.
They don't share
They
the
do.
losses. They share the highlight reels. They share the money. They might share the lifestyle, but they don't share the losses. And that's important for people to understand that as quickly as they come, sometimes they go.
That's right.
So it
And see,
can't.
that was
Go ahead, huh? No, 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 no. You're fine. You're fine.
one of the conversations we had about sharing when Cash passed. That was a hard conversation for us to have. But if we can't take what we've learned and share it with somebody else, um, I think that's a little bit selfish. If we want to see the breed go, if we want to help somebody else get to the next lesson, because maybe what we're going through, we can help somebody else with.
So you can and you will. And that's why I commend you guys for even stepping out on faith and starting a new YouTube channel, because now instead of you just being seen, now you can be heard.
Right.
That's right.
Now you have a voice. Now people can put names to a business model or a champion breed of a dog. Like now people get to see inside of your life, whatever you're willing to show, of course. But whatever
Right.
you guys are willing to show as a married couple in business, military vet, um, I almost said veterinarians, but military veterans. I don't know if that's a call on somebody's life, but I almost said veterinarians. But no, now we get to see you guys in real life and not just in the ring. So thank you so much for sharing your life, your losses, and your lessons with us. I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, even though we have been getting to know one another over these last couple of months. I can't say it enough. I commend you guys. I commend you guys. I commend you guys for pressing forward. Loss is not easy.
Right.
It's and
It's
that
not.
was a heavy weight.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
Yes.
that was a heavy weight. Also dealing with personal issues, health issues, health scares, the journey of recovery.
Right.
It's just so much that we could have talked about today, but that gives everybody watching the opportunity to right, to comment what they want to see next from you guys, to subscribe
That's
to your
right.
journey, right,
Right. Right.
That's
right. The
right.
people want to see y'all. They want to hear from y'all.
Hey,
Yeah.
we here now. We here. We are on the scene. Uh, front page news, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So, what can we see next? Give us some insight, of what we could possibly see this upcoming month. I know, possibly a litter,
Yes.
possibly some
Well,
shows.
that's right. Well, we have some upcoming shows coming up. We do have, like I said, we have a dog in training. We got a bully in training. Uh, we'll be showing Karma on the next video. Khloe, I'm sorry. We'll be showing Khloe on the next video. Sorry about that. Uh, yeah, we'll introduce her to the public. And yeah, we're gonna. Hey man, just get your popcorn ready, man, cause we're on the scene. We back outside, as they say.
And we have
Okay.
um we have 3 shows in the month of May that we will be at with Karma. Yeah, it's 3 shows. We have 2 shows in Alabama, and then at the end of the month, in May, we'll be in Louisville, Kentucky. So we about to hit the scene hard. We about to hit the scene hard.
Okay. So I have two questions to close us out. One, are y'all prepared to hire security?
We don't need security. We got it.
No, it's a joke, y'all.
Hey, I am the security.
When y'all blow up, when
Yeah,
y'all blow up and they start seeing Holiday Bullies and all that merch at the shows, baby, y'all might need a red carpet or something when y'all roll out next time.
that's right. That's right.
Okay, and then my last question for you guys. I say my last, but if the conversation continues, I welcome it. But my last question for you guys right now is, what is one thing that people might not know about you guys just seeing you online or seeing you in the ring?
One thing that they don't know about us.
Hmm.
Well, uh, man, we're big on faith. We are believers. So if you don't know, now you know.
Glory, glory.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all, again,
Without God, none of this is possible.
right, nothing is possible without him. And I salute the Holiday Bullies fam. You guys, please subscribe to their journey, turn your bell notification on so that you can be notified when they go live, right? I'm looking forward to
Right.
a live
Right.
stream, whether y'all are
Yes,
at the shows or not, showing dogs, getting a prepping merch. I'm definitely looking forward to that. If it's just a dog rant, right? That's healthy
Right.
and safe,
Right.
in our community to just rant about how we feel sometimes. But turn on your bell notification and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will ask the Holiday Bullies fam to take us out.
all right. This is Holiday Bullies. Uh, hey, this is the new YouTube channel. This is what we'll be doing. We'll be dropping content. We'll be sharing knowledge, sharing our journey. Uh, hey man, like, share, and subscribe. And we out of here. Holiday Bullies. Peace.